I am so excited about this next segment because we're learning how to make one of my all-time favorite cookies. Here to show me how to make a delicious Italian rainbow cookie is baker Lulu Tremonte. Lulu Tremonte Hayes, I should say. Hi, Lulu.
Hi, thank you for having me. It's nice to be here.
Well, I'm so glad you're here. So let's talk about the Italian rainbow cookie.
Yes.
Like, what is the significance to you? Because to me, this is childhood. To you?
Yeah, so that's really kind of where I was going with this. I see it as a little bit of a lost art. Not too many people make them anymore. They are labor intensive to make, and it's the kind of thing that people say when they try it, they say, oh wow, this reminds me of my childhood bakery, or this reminds me of my Nona's cookies. So that's really kind of what I'm trying to keep the tradition alive.
And that's what inspired you to start your own bakery, right? It's like that nostalgia?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
And the fact that there's no other Italian bakeries around?
Right, yeah, we used to have Borchini's, but they closed, and so really there isn't another Italian bakery in Seattle right now. Yeah, so I'm filling that niche.
Well, can we get started? Because my mouth is already watering and I want to start eating.
Absolutely, yeah. So let's start. You're going to help me make the cookies today.
So this is, so you've got, so it's not really, it's actually more of a cake than a cookie.
Yes, yeah.
But, you know, don't tell me what to call my cookie. So you start with this. I'll let you turn that out.
So that's exactly right. So the Italian rainbow cookies are really, it's more of a cake. So I will turn this first layer out. And the cake is an almond cake. It's like an almond genoise kind of cake. And
this is jam.
So this is the first layer. It's apricot jam that we put in between the layers.
So
yes, you'll be my jam girl, and you can just make it a nice thin layer. There's that offset spatula that you can use to spread it out nice and evenly.
I'll be your jam girl because this is my jam.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Is that what this is called? An offset spatula?
Yes. Yeah.
My mother it was a pastry chef, actually.
Oh, wow.
And so I have a million of these laying around. I never know what they're called. I'm like, can you give me that long, spready thingy?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I put too much on here, but.
You can, if it looks like it's a little bit too much, you can just like.
How do you, okay, so when you're gonna bake a thin little cake like this, how long, what are the secrets?
Yeah, so the cake itself is, it's like a separated egg cake, so I use all the regular ingredients, including almond paste, which gives it the almond flavor, and then I mix the whipped egg whites into the cake, and then I spread it out really nice and thin, and each layer only bakes for 10, 11 minutes.
Oh, really?
So it bakes really fast because they're so thin.
Well, I see that. I can see that being a thing. All right, I'm gonna put less on this one. So it is, again, like you said, this is a labor of love.
Yes.
So,
yes.
What's it like to be able to bring this to people? I mean, like, because they're always so pretty and they're fun to look at.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really fun for me. I do pop-ups, so I'm around town, out in the community, and I really just love to, like I said, people who recognize these from their childhood, that's really fun. And then other people, you know, have maybe never tried one of these before, and so I hope that mine are a really good one. Good first try.
Can we talk about your pop-ups? Because I understand that you actually don't ever want a brick and mortar.
That's not really my goal.
Okay.
Honestly,
give it to me straight.
Okay, I save a lot of money doing it the way I'm doing it, and I also have a license with the WSDA as a cottage industry producer. So I use my own home kitchen. So I'm not paying for commercial kitchen space rent or rent on a shop. Yes, you can go right ahead.
You trust me?
Yes, I trust you.
I really want to try
Absolutely.
it. Oh.
Yes, perfect. Look at that.
About
natural.
That I was getting a little concerned.
That was great. Okay, so now what we'll do is the chocolate.
No more jam, right?
We're done with jam. We're going to move on to the chocolate layer. So actually, I might just
that jam is my jam.
Oh, good. Yeah, that jam is a specific jam that I get that is totally smooth, so it doesn't have any.
Where can I get this jam?
I actually just ordered that one from Amazon. The brand is called like Tuscanini. It's from Italy. It's Tuscan.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's totally smooth, which I like because then I don't have to go through and pick out a bunch of lumps.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So
now you've got the I'm cleaning up over here.
Layer.
You got the
Great.
chocolate. Okay.
Yeah. So we just pour this on. This is going to be the bottom layer.
Can I ask you? Okay. By the way, really quickly, I know you're saying bottom layer.
Yes.
Can we talk about chocolate? Because every time I've tried to double boil chocolate, there's a point where it just gets harder. Like, what did I do wrong?
Well, you know what? Something that can happen is if any little speck of the water gets into the chocolate, it'll make it seize up. So you really want to be sure that you are like pristine with making sure that you don't get any
Even a
of the
speck
water
of
in.
See, you know what? This is when I wish we could run the NBC The More You Know singer, because
Yeah.
we are
But yeah, it
literally
will.
learning.
Any little drop of water will cause the whole thing to seize up, and that's just like such a bummer because you spent all this time melting your chocolate, and then it's kind of ruined.
I wondered why that was.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, so this is the bottom layer.
So this
I don't
is the
understand.
bottom layer. So what we'll do is.
Oh, is there chocolate on both sides?
There's chocolate on both sides. Yeah, if you look at the cookies, there's chocolate on the bottom,
Okay.
chocolate on the top. So the way that we do the bottom layer is I take this nice little sheet of wax paper.
Even before it's
then-
dry?
Oh yeah, I want to do it before it's dry because this is actually going to help make it nice and flat and even. So I turn it out.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah,
And now it's on the cutting board. So
Oh, look at that magic.
yeah, so we take this off and we'll do the top layer.
Okay, while you're finishing the top layer,
Yes.
I want to try these other cookies.
Yes,
so I'm going
please.
immediately to this snowball cookie. My
Yeah.
grandmother makes these for us at every holiday. They're so good. I'll see. Oh. Yeah, you're giving grandma a run for her money, not gonna lie.
This is totally the grandma cookie. Yeah.
I am not going to say yours are better because I value my life, but these are pretty good. And then these are beautiful.
Yes, so that is my chocolate espresso amaretti cookie.
Okay.
So it's an almond-based cookie, but it's got cocoa powder and espresso in it.
I used my other hand to grab one so I could show you this one. Okay, I'm obsessed with that. Oh, I'm taking all these home and eating them all night long.
Please, please do.
And now finally you're finishing this
Okay, so yeah.
by spreading it and then...
So yeah, we want to, this is the top layer, so we want to make sure this one looks nice and pretty.
and then you add the sprinkles.
Yes, and then we have sprinkles, so you can help me with my sprinkles too.
Okay, well,
I'll give
you know what? I'm too busy. I'm going to try this
Okay.
because okay. There you go. The almond, so good.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure learning this from you.
Yeah.
And one of the best ways, by the way, to find one of Tremonte's pop-ups is just to follow her on socials. You can see right there, that's the Instagram account that gives you all the information you need and make you hungry while you're scrolling through it. And if you want to try your hand at making these Italian rainbow cookies, just text the word recipe to 206-448-4545. We'll send it straight to your phone.
The New Day Northwest Kitchen is brought to you by Safeway.